Hey, yo, welcome back. It's December 20th, and we're back out in the garage messing around. I started off the day, 8 o'clock, buzzing out of the house, heading to the dentist to have a tooth yanked. I got a hole the size of Texas in there now, but I got work to do. So, you quit bleeding, back to work, right? It's late in the day now, but my replacement wheel halves have come from Douglas Wheel. And we're because we were in a hurry, and they really didn't want to sell me wheel halves. Remember in those other videos where I actually cut the weld on the factory wheels, right? And because they don't make an off-the-shelf wheel that I can use, so I had to take 4 wheels and cut apart one with the back space I needed, one with the front space I needed. Well, after much to do, I finally talked these guys into just selling me some wheel halves. And they're literally raw. They're just like this, just a raw aluminum piece that no polishing, no nothing has been done to these wheels. And I'm trying to shut this phone off. And so what I had to do was I'm going to leave the back half obviously the way it is, but we wanted to try to doctor up the front half as best we could because it looks so bad, What we ended up doing is we tried polishing, and they're in such raw shape. Every round radius here and here, it's just got this rough, bent aluminum, like the aluminum was stressed, from rolling these things out. Now, I don't know if they take a light sand to these things before they put them on a big high-speed polisher, but you can see, well, you can't really because I drilled the holes out. But these holes will actually get a little distorted from the speed of the polisher, right? I mean, because it's just removing so much. I mean, it's just smoothing it right over. So, yeah, you got it. We couldn't polish them up. So we took the Scotchy on a 90 and just kind of cleaned them and then went around them by hand. And then decided, you know what? We can't have shiny ones on the back and, brushed aluminum ones on the front. So that's right. We're taking Scotch Brite and we're scuffing brand new polished wheels so we can put the paint on these too. So we'll have a full set of flat black with a raw aluminum rib or rim, ring or whatever. And these will probably be our race wheels. We'll probably save these for race day because they're going to have 4 brand new tires. Right now the cart's in the trailer with good used tires on the back and brand new tires on the front. So, that's where we're at today. We're just trying to get through this stuff, get the paint on this stuff so it can sit for a couple of days before we got to, nut and bolt everything together. I mean, we can wait till we actually get down to Florida. And because what we're going to do is we're going to silicone in here. We'll put these into a tire, tighten them down on the hub, spreading the silicone. Then we put an O-ring around this half and then drop the O-ring into the middle. That's what they used to do with 2-piece wheels. They used to have 6 bolts, and these only have 3. So that's why we had the extra set of hubs with refurbished rotors with new bearings and stuff. So this way, once they're bolted together and the tires are aired up, the silicone is set up in there. We won't have to remove, because once you take the stud nuts off, it'll separate again. Just the pressure of the tire itself with no air in it will pull a wheel back apart. So you got to leave them on a hub. Once you glue them together, they got to remain on a hub, and you got to use that hub because if you take it off a hub to put it on another one, it falls apart. So that's why we spent the time to refurbish the rotors that we took off the cart, which we knew were in good shape. But we're starting with new pads, so we wanted to start with new rotors and all that. So this would be our, like I said, this would be our race day setup. I don't see any problem with using this stuff, hub, rotor, whatever, instead of using the new hubs with the new rotors. The outside diameter is the same. The rotor should be the same. Everything about the hub should be the same. Knock wood. We're hoping we don't need a different size spacer on the stub axle from the back side of the hub to the register on the spindle, right? We're hoping that everything is exactly the same. They might not be, because this isn't exactly the same hub. This is a 3-spoke hub. Our Paul Martin hub is a 6-spoke. So what we should probably do is, before we get too crazy, is measure from the rotor surface to the hub flange surface, this surface here, and make sure it's the same. And we can get that measurement off of the Yama Dog here. I mean, even though these are Paul Martin hubs, you see they've got 6 spokes instead of 3. As long as that is the same, then we should be okay. If not, we're gonna have to cut new pieces of tubing. And I'm already ready. New pieces of tubing. I already put the tube in the toolbox here. 5/8 inside tubing. It's just a spacer that goes on the stub axle. So if we need to cut and file and shit new ones, then we will. But at this point, once we glue these things together and bolt them onto these hubs, let it set up and air them up, they're with this set of hubs. There won't be any removing them and then trying to balance them on the other set of hubs and all that. It's not going to work. So we have a set of Dunlops, brand new Dunlop 500s instead of the 4.6. We put in the trailer, you never know, just because. So just wanted to get you up to speed. Yes, I'm destroying a brand new polished wheel. We'll go ahead and tape this off like we did with the other two. And we'll go ahead and put a quick coat of paint on them. And no primer, no nothing, because they get really hot. The front wheels will get really hot. We're not using any primer. We're just using this cheap. I paid 99 cents a can for this paint at Lowe's. I usually use that stuff inside the wheel wells of my truck. After I wash it and wax it and stuff, I spray it all flat black in there. It just dresses it up, makes it look nice. So there's the tip of the day. How do you feel about that, Billy? So here we are. I took a bunch of a wagon load, the starter wagon load of everything over there. The only thing that didn't go over to Rich's to the trailer was the starter battery and the starter and stuff, because I think all that's going in the back of the truck with this, all the fuel, the 2 rolling stands and all that stuff. So took everything over there that was on this table here, right? Hardware, nuts, bolts, everything, and stashed it away, and then rearranged things, started stocking all the shelves up and stuff. So we're, Monday afternoon, and we're already really, really close to being done. So we can just cruise on into Friday morning, get in the truck and go, right? That's the plan. We'll bring you some more as we get it. I think it's going to look sweet. Black wheels on the cart. Should look pretty cool. Talk to y'all later. God bless. Hang in there. We're praying for you.